something.
Wow! So ito na live na tayo via satellite.
Walang
So, good morning, Philippines. Good afternoon,
morning.
Vancouver, and good evening, Toronto or Ontario.
Yes.
So, this is Bella, your student patrol. So, my co-patrol Chacha is not here this afternoon because she's busy with something else, but she'll join us hopefully next week. And today with me are two beautiful ladies from Ontario. Here's Kate Sima Franca from London, Ontario. So classmate ko siya
Hello.
dito sa Fanshawe College. And Natalie from Humber College, Toronto. Kasabayan ko si Natalie sa Dubai. So she also from Dubai. We came to Canada together. Pero magkaiba schools. At saka different schools. Yeah, so the two, this beautiful women are going to share their personal experiences, the struggles, yung life nila sa Canada, and their success stories from being a student, international student, to being a Canadian permanent resident. Oh, di ba? So, ang kanilang
Kala ko Canadian resident.
Sorry.
Mabilisan na may skip.
Kailangan may permanent.
Skip button.
So, yun. So, and then after we heard their stories, so we're going to talk about the top colleges and universities for international students dito sa Canada. And then the common mistakes most students makes in choosing their college. So, i-discuss din natin yon. And then you can ask questions at the end of our webinar. Ganarn. So, once again, this is Student Patrol Bella. Diba? Parang TV Patrol lang.
Bongga.
Yes.
Patrol. Ayan.
So, we shall start. Sinong gusto mauna? To share their success stories. And
maybe Natalie.
No, pick-pack boom. Char. Hindi ka na. Una na dapat sa ate Kate.
Okay, sure. So, hi, I'm Kate Simafranca. Bella was my classmate. We graduated in 2020, which feels like 10 million years ago. I came here in Canada with my family in December 2018. I have 3 kids and my husband. We have sent in our application on November 27 and then received our visas December 17, and we flew to Canada December 25th, 2018. So it's a Merry Christmas pasabog.
Wow.
Okay, so where do you want me to start? Bongga, where do you want me to start? Family life, Bella. I guess bringing 3 kids with us was a challenge, not only because it's a completely different culture, it's a completely different country.
Right.
We didn't have a nanny, we didn't have house help. The kids all grew up with nannies, and I guess one of the challenges really was going through all the household chores, tapos may jet lag, and we have uprooted the kids. You know what I mean? I mean, they just woke up one day and learned that we are flying to Canada in 7 days. I can't imagine. Yeah, I can't imagine how difficult it was for them. But I didn't really think about it until we were like months here in Canada already, and I felt really bad because, of course, they knew that we were flying to Canada, but then they didn't really realize how fast it would be. Like, even ourselves, we don't know ganun pala siya kabilis. So I can't imagine yung struggle din nila, and I have failed to really understand that until we were here for a few months na, and I felt such a bad parent because, you know, I could have helped them but then may struggles din kami ng asawa ko. We were struggling as we didn't have jobs yet. I was struggling because I was in school again after graduating 20 years ago. That was crazy. But so so um and you know how it is when you have grown up with a nanny, and
Yeah.
then when you wake up in the morning, there's food on the table already. You don't have to worry about it. But
Correct.
then may Canadian dream ka. You
Yes.
arrived in Canada, you're so tired, you're so exhausted from doing assignments, from doing all the labada.
Yeah.
7 a.m., your child wakes you up like, Mommy, I'm hungry. Pagod ka, but you don't have a choice, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, bangon ka talaga and magluto-luto. I guess that's one of the big adjustments for us. And then, of course, we were just lucky enough, I guess, that a month after we got here, my husband got a job already. He was accepted. He worked for TD as a customer service representative. But I would always share this to anyone, like to those who are
Outland.
new here, that
Yeah.
it took him 80 applications, 80, 90. He sent out 80, 90 applications,
True.
Yung iba
and
300.
only,
Same.
yeah, di ba? And only one got back to him. So, how I can
Oh,
frustrating siya masyado because say he was an operations manager back home, tapos although yes, willing ka to accept any job,
yeah,
but
yeah.
it feels mag-apply ka to 80
Yeah.
companies and tapos isa lang yung sasagot sa'yo. So, but we can laugh about it now, but before,
Kind of
yung
depressed.
frustrations plus the constant worry
Yeah.
that you have to find a job, because then you have to pay for the tuition fees pa, you have to feed your kids,
Yes.
Yeah.
all these things. So I guess it was it. So those are the major struggles, and I
Um,
would always
I
share too.
sorry,
Sorry,
I
go
have
ahead.
a question. So since nasabi mo nga na nakahanap siya ng work. So how
Yeah.
did you guys adjust nung nakahanap siya ng work? So technically, who looks after the
Yes.
kids?
Yeah.
Oh
Probably that
yes.
will be the questions people are wondering na
Oh
sino
yes.
sino tumitingin sa mga bata if that's the case.
Yeah. So we are lucky, I guess. We came to Canada at like the perfect time
Mhm.
because our kids are grown ups na. So when we
Mm,
got
okay.
here, our eldest was 14. He's 18 now. So
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
14. Yes, I have an 18-year-old. So he was 14.
Mhm.
My daughter was 10. Yes, thank you. 10. And our youngest was, how old were you? 5. My youngest is
Oh,
here.
you're very helpful, di ba?
Yes.
Yeah,
So he was 5. And
easier to
so,
adjust, yes.
yeah, our eldest was already 14. So we can leave them at home. He can
Yeah.
take care of them. And it's I would say that we are very lucky in that aspect because we didn't have to find help or
Mm-mm.
like hire a stay
Okay.
in
Mhm.
nanny,
Yeah,
because number one, we can't afford,
that's
we
true.
didn't have the money for that.
Yeah.
And and kahit siguro you have the money, I still
Just,
know some people who are struggling to find people who are trustworthy enough to leave your kids with, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
that's very
So
true.
yes, maswerte lang kami na malalaki na yung mga bata. But there's still that worry, because back in the Philippines, parang I can't imagine na pwede mo silang iwan, na sila lang.
Oo, dito daw, in Ontario, may age, ano ba? May parang,
Yes, meron.
pwede mo sila.
Yes. I think you can start to leave the younger kids with 12 years old yata. And then,
Oh.
yeah, 12. But you can leave kids na 10 years old as long as you register them to the Home Alone program. And
Oh.
that Home Alone
Daming
program,
kailangan.
yes, they have to go through trainings, I guess, for like Red Cross, ganyan, for first aid basically. And
Mhm.
I think this is also a program that you can enroll your kids into if they want to be babysitters.
That's
Oh,
actually good because that
Yeah,
can help
yeah, it
them
yeah,
later
it
on.
is. Yeah, because it's first aid, because what are you going to do if your sibling suddenly chokes on something, or
Yeah.
like nag-hire ka, 'di ba?
Yeah.
Um and babysitters here, they charge like what, $15 per hour. So if
oh,
you have a child who's also interested in doing that, then they can enroll into the home alone program. Yan.
oh, I see. It differs yata yung age requirement. What do you call?
Yeah,
Dito sa
yeah,
BC,
per
10 years, 10, I think 10 years old. You can enroll.
Oh, okay. That's good to
Uh,
know.
how about yung sa Home Alone, may bayad ba yun?
That I'm not so sure because we didn't enroll
Oh,
them. But
oh,
I think there is. Like very minimal lang siya. And apart from the training, I think you have to register them also na
got it.
na home alone, ganyan. Because of course, when if ever something happens and then say the police or
Mm,
anyone finds out that your child is home alone and they're not registered and they're below
mm,
12 years old, you can get into trouble, right?
yeah,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
maybe neglect.
Yeah, yeah. So yun
Sobrang hindi
siya.
katulad sa atin 'no?
Yeah. Iwan sa ano,
Eventually.
iwan sa cousin, iwan sa lola, iwan sa ganyan. Dito,
Yeah.
you're all alone, and it's it's challenging. It's nakakatakot sometimes na
Mm,
at na thought na iwan mo lang talaga sila sa bahay, but you don't have a choice.
Mm-mm.
Ganyan talaga.
mm,
Walang yaya dito. Hindi uso yung ganyan.
And then they learn how to be on their own.
Yes, and they know how to do household stuff
Oh,
na.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
my daughter, she does the laundry. My eldest, he throws away the trash. Like they can cook now. They can feed their younger brother.
Oh,
And
that's
hindi lang itlog-itlog, they can bake.
cute. Oh, diba?
puwede
So,
magkakitaan.
Pwede.
this
My
kung
daughter bakes brownies.
Ooh, I love brownies.
if you're with, I don't
Yes.
know, your kids na at a certain age, kaya nilang mag-help out sa
Hmm.
household chores.
Yeah.
Good.
True.
And I think that's one of the good things as well, na
Oo.
umalis kami ng Pilipinas. Or maybe because in the Philippines,
They're
since
very,
may mga yaya,
very,
they're very ano, reliant on the yaya. They're very dependent, 'di ba?
oh,
Kasi like, ate gusto ko ganito, ate gusto ko ganyan. But then here, if they want chicken nuggets, no one can cook for them. They have
Yeah,
to
they
do
have
it.
to do
yeah,
it.
you have to do it.
True.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
correct.
So I guess that's one of the good things, I guess. And that's also for me like a reassurance to those who have kids who plan to come here, that you are teaching them to be self-reliant. You are also teaching them to be independent as long as nasa tamang edad, 'di ba?
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
Um yeah, but I mean, of course it happens that families come here, families with children below 10 years old, and they understand that it's a struggle. And from what I know, sometimes Salitan, the
Oo,
whoever's
share.
studying, yeah, whoever's the student, then they take care of the kids during the student time, ganyan. And then the open work permit holder, they also adjust their work schedule. Iba-iba talaga yung challenges
Yeah, yeah.
pag may
The
families.
key here is you can
Yeah.
pick your schedule. Pick a
Mm,
schedule that works for you.
yes, and hopefully a job that also allows you to choose a schedule.
Yes, yes.
Flexible.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
flexibility doon in
A-
terms
and i and I would always suggest, maybe for families, like if you have families and plan to come here,
of
think of plan B and plan C and plan D, because when you come over and you only have plan A, and what if plan
That's
A fails,
true.
I mean,
Always have a
just
back.
very candid about it,
Yeah.
because we don't want to tell people, oh, come here, maganda sa Canada, ganyan. Tapos when they arrive and they encounter all of these problems, 'di ba, parang gusto nang umuwi.
They're not prepared. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not prepared. And I'm really thankful for avenues like this, like Bella, what you're doing, because we are helping you are
Good
helping those
insight for
students who are
sure.
thinking. Yeah, 'di ba, with all of the advice. Good job.
Oh. Thank you.
True.
So,
Ayan.
yeah. Thank you for sharing your stories, and I'm pretty sure na maraming mga ano din dyan, mga family applicants, di ba?
Marami
Yes.
akong insights for that.
Yes.
But wait, another question pala. Did you work at the same time?
Yes, I was working from home. I had a work from home job back in the Philippines, and nadala ko siya dito sa
Nice.
Canada. So my client was Australian. So I was studying during the day, and
Okay.
tapos sa gabi I was doing part-time online work.
Do they have to adjust the like salary based on where you work
Yes.
now?
Yes.
Okay.
I can also maswerte talaga ako because
It's
they
very
did.
accommodating, no?
Yes. Sobrang love nila ako and sobrang love ko din sila. And you know, and I'm glad that they have adjusted my salary. Tapos they have allowed me to work part-time na lang instead of full-time. So they really accommodated all of my needs. Yes.
Wow, that's a good thing, di ba? So
Yes.
everything fell into place talaga.
Yes, that's true. That's true. And I guess I'm just very lucky in that sense.
Yeah, you are certainly. So at the beginning, di ba, it's normally it's really a little bit hard, pero makaka-adjust ka din in the end.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
May
first
take
3
some time,
months.
pero
part of
Yeah.
Mhm.
First 3 months may iyak-iyak talaga, 'di ba? Why am I here? Bakit
Correct.
ko iniwan ang Pilipinas?
Iisipin
But
mo yung mga
but
choices
no.
in life mo, no?
Yeah, 'di
Tama ba
ba?
'tong
Tama ba
ginawa
yung
ko?
pinaggagawa ko? That's true.
Yeah.
And I guess one part then na parang mas madali ang pag-adjust is when you meet your Filipino classmates and
Oh,
then you realize, you realize na you are
you're
you
not
are
alone.
you're not alone, you're in the same boat.
Yeah,
Madami damay-damay.
true. May
Damay-damay.
share ka ng experiences, so at least may
Yes.
makakausap ka na
Yes.
nakaka-relate sa kung anong
Totoo.
pinagdadaanan mo.
Yeah. And they don't have to have kids,
Yeah,
to share your struggles with that, 'di ba?
true.
Correct.
Just the fact that you're Filipinos and you're here and you're going through all of the things at the same time.
Yeah,
That's
amazing.
any plans of having your Canadian baby?
No,
true.
no, cannot be. Parang hindi ko na kaya. Quota na sa 3, parang sobrang stress na ako sa 3.
Ayun. How did it feel nung nakuha mo na yung permanent residency? At saka yung matagong card and everything.
Yeah, parang I was very teary-eyed. So what happened was I was still in bed that time because I didn't have work. And then I was just casually checking my email and suddenly, "Ay, congratulations." Parang I asked my husband, "Did you receive this email?" Tapos ayun na, so after that, I sent a text to one of my closest friends and then so we were on the phone and I was really like kulang na lang talaga humagolhol. And not okay of happiness, maybe tears of happiness, but mostly tears of relief. You know that you've been waiting for this for a long time because we did the PR to PR pathway and it was taking forever, and then you want to be chill about it, but then you have people asking you every now and then, kumusta yung PR application? I was like,
it gets more
yes, diba?
Yeah.
Parang I really want to be chill, but may nagtatanong, and of course I'm not mad at them. I'm just like, it's at the back of my head, di ba? Parang, bakit ang tagal?
Yeah.
So, ayun. So, parang tears of relief and happiness, and, it's just overall, happiness na yes. Yes, ito na nga. Yeah, di ba? Finally.
We have 2 viewers, so you can leave your comments. So
Hello, viewers.
Let us know a bit about yourself, your name, at saka where you're tuning in from. Philippines, Dubai, or Hong Kong, let us know. Tsaka, you can ask questions, so we can answer go along. So,
Tina Felina.
yeah. Thank
I was
you.
just thinking, how do you actually have to share this? Like, can you share this like on your profile right now, the live?
Yeah, you can do that. Like same link that I sent you, or you can
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Got
and then paste it
it.
on your Facebook.
Let's try again. So just in case, let me see. But anyway, with regards to my story, so like what Bella mentioned, I also was applying from Dubai. Um, as we all know, like Dubai is not a place for the LGBTQ community.
Yes.
So hindi siya parang hindi siya I mean, hindi siya gano'n ka-welcoming siguro.
Yeah, hindi siya accepting.
Mm.
Um, I guess the thing is yung kunyari papasok ka ng airport, you have to look as neutral as possible. Hindi siya katulad dito sa Canada as welcoming. So
Yeah.
my goal was to actually just save money and move somewhere else. So like what you were talking about earlier about having planning and plan B, Canada was actually my plan A and plan B was to go somewhere in Australia.
Mm.
Kaso plan A ko is Canada kasi meron akong relatives. So at
Okay.
least it won't be as hard of adjustment than to move to Australia. Although the weight is at least mas warm sa Australia. Hindi kasi
Yeah, that's true.
malamig.
Oh, what
As a
you
as a
say?
tropical person.
True. Parang
There's
halos
something.
lahat, parang almost more than 6 months is like cold and it's
Oo.
crazy.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, so yun din yung naging option ko kaya I went for Canada. So at least kasi nag-message na ako nun sa mga relatives ko na is it possible if I can stay for a bit just for the adjustment period. So that also helped me kasi naka-save ako nun. But through the process, I applied under STS. I'm not sure if it's still
Mm.
something na
That's free.
ongoing, but
Yes, it
um,
is.
yeah, so I was able to save whatever I've saved back in Dubai. So hindi kasi ako magastos din talaga. So sinave ko lang lahat
Good for
ng
you.
salary. Yeah, sinave ko lahat ng salary ko. Ang ginawa ko is print out ko yung salary ko and then or I mean print out ko yung bank statements and then after tsaka ako nagbayad ng tuition. So what I showed
Mm.
under my proof of income is the same thing that I used on
Yeah.
the tuition kasi you have to pay 1 year ahead of time for
Yes.
that.
Mhm.
Tapos
Mhm.
nagka-issue pa ako nun kasi yung passport ko is nalabhan ng mama ko. So
Oh my God.
Oh,
yeah, so
Stress.
it was like wet.
Stress.
So I was trying to dry it, nilagay ko na sa ano ba yung bigas, pero hindi pa rin siya natuyo. What I did was, I tried to send it kung i-accept nila, hindi nila in-accept. So ang ginawa ko, I had
Oh.
to leave, like I had to like go back to the Philippines, apply again kasi mas mabilis ko siyang makukuha kung may parang express something. So parang a week
Oh,
lang yun.
okay.
So what I did at work was, since hindi rin ako pwedeng mag-leave na lang kasi hindi ko naman alam kung matatanggap ako. So I just told
Mhm.
them na I had an emergency, I had to go back home. So November umuwi ako, tapos in-apply ko na yung passport and within a week ata, nakuha ko na siya. Tapos nag-submit ako online. Tapos after 2, 3 days, actually 5 pala siya, nakuha ko na yung approval. So, nag-file na ako ng ano, ng resignation at work na sabi ko hindi na ako makakabalik. I had like things going on and then ayun na, nag-fly na ako dito sa Canada. Ang dami kong dala, no? Parang dinala ko ata yung buong Kemerlo.
Yeah, as sa balutan, 'di ba?
Yeah.
Lipat bahay,
Parang
lipat
bayad pa ako nun
bansa.
ng ano, anong tawag mo dun, yung extra luggage para lang madala ko lahat. Nakakaloka.
my sis
But
baggage.
yeah. Tapos
Yeah.
pagdating ko dito is tumira ako sa relatives ko for at least a good 1 year
Oh
din.
yeah, I remember na mention mo.
Yeah. So I was with them for at least a year. It really helped me a lot kasi nakahanap ako ng work mga 3 months after. So
You mentioned that sa yung SOP that someone.
Yeah. Actually, sinabi ko rin sa SOP ko. Actually, isa ko pa nga sinabi sa SOP, Canada is my dream kasi at least makakapag-apply ako ng change gender, change name, everything.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's great.
And that's what actually is I was looking forward to. So at least yung mga legal papers ko na ngayon is all female. So yeah, so happy for that.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yes. I also included in my SOP na I was really looking forward for Pride kasi bongga sila mag-Pride dito.
Yes.
Yeah, so
yeah,
iba-iba yung Pride na dito, nakakaloka. So yun na nga, naliligaw na tayo. Pero yun, so nakahanap ako ng work after 3 months. Tapos actually 1 year lang ata ako dun sa trabaho or so 2019 ng March, tas naligwak kami sa work. Parang nakakaloka. So parang nag-mass layoff sila noon. Kasi yun yung COVID time.
Oh.
So part kami ng mass layoff. So parang
yeah.
So it was I think around February, March ng 2020. So I was like, what the hell? Paano ko babayaran yung mga Kemerlu? And that time lumipat na rin ako. By 2020, lumipat na ako ng sarili kong place kasi parang syempre parang masyado na akong pabigat, no? 1 year na yun, no?
Yeah.
So kailangan ko naman
you overstayed your welcome.
So yun, so nag-move ako. Luckily, dumating yung CERB. So I think that was
that's a good
the
thing.
saving grace kasi whole 2020 wala akong trabaho.
Yeah. So continuous lang yung CERB the time?
Yes, it was. Like, from March ko ata siya nakuha or April until almost November. Kasi November, that's when I found my work. And August ata is when I finished school. And at least ang masaya din on that note is nakasave ka rin kasi nag-change yung school mo in the middle na hindi na siya face to face.
Yeah.
So naging online siya. So parang ang laking adjustment para sa school at para sa mga students kasi parang yung iba, 'di ba katulad nung yung online matutulog ka na lang, hindi naman nila alam.
That's true.
Kasi hindi pa nila alam yung gagawin eh. Parang basta makita ka lang nila na nandun kasi hindi naman nila nire-require yung
hindi pa kailangan mo
presence. Oo, wala, hindi kailangan yung presence mo dati. Tapos parang ang nangyari pa nun yung mga kaklase ko noon is parang kada exam, since hindi nila, as in adjustment period, hindi nila alam paano itatrack yung exam.
Yeah. Everything was so new to them.
Yeah, so
it was so new to everyone, honestly.
I guess it was lucky. It was a curse and a burden, like a curse and like gift at the same time. Kasi that time, ang dami ring naging benefit na nakuha from COVID. Probably for us.
Can you explain to our viewers kung ano yung CERB? A little bit about
CERB. CERB is yung binigay na funding ng government for the people. And
ayuda. In layman's terms.
Yes, ayuda. Kung sa pinasanga naman is ayuda. Yes. Dito ay pera. So, binigay nila yun ng pera. So, I think it's 2,000 every month. So, technically what you're getting if you're getting paid, sabihin mo ng minimum.
Yeah.
So, yun din yung makukuha mo. So,
it was the same amount across the board, right?
Yes. Even if, kunyari, mataas yung mo. So, I guess it depends. I think it depends kasi yung CERB is just flat 2,000. Siguro kung nag-apply ka ng EI, is mataas yung
depende yan sa salary. So, I think they converted everything. They converted to CERB para 2,000. Medyo ano din siya. Disadvantage for those who are earning more.
Yeah. True.
But,
so, graduate ng 2020 ng August. Tapos, nakuha ko yung work ko ng November 2020. I'm still at the same place right now. Like, I have the coolest job. We still work from home from most of the time. Actually, uwi nga ako sa Pinas. For 2 months.
Wow. Saya naman.
Yes. And a month is work from home. So, niliteral ko yung work from home. Uwi talaga akong Pinas.
Saya. I'm so happy for you.
Tapos yun, nag-apply ako ng PR to PR ng 2021. And ang naging worry ko nun is napuno kasi agad yung international student application. So I had to find a way para makuha ko yung makapag-apply ako at least under the stream B.
Yes.
So I asked my work right now if they can include yung requirement kasi nag-apply ako under the customer service.
Nonsense.
Yeah, pero yung basta parang may specific na kumbaga parang
I think it's the same. Customer,
yung sa CEC, 'di ba, parang ang ina-accept nila NOC
0
AB. So ang ginawa nila for tier to PR kahit yung NOCC makakapag-apply like share, which was really helpful. So ang ginawa ko
as customer service.
Yeah, so ang ginawa ko nun pinag-mix ko siya. My only worry was baka hindi pumasok yung hours ko dun sa una kong work kasi hindi nga siya nag-fit ng one year.
Okay.
That was my worry, pero nag-submit ako ng maraming web form na yung time na naka-break ako sa school, I was working full hours. So they can consider that na kasi baka they would look into it as 20 hours per work lang ako. So hindi siya mag-fit. So I had to explain na yung break ko, I was working full time, so 40 hours siya. So mako-consider pa rin siya. And then yun, dumating yung PR ko after almost 2 years. Nakakaloka.
Yeah, diba? Kasi I think they're really trying hard to take care of the backlog.
So it was 1,000, diba, in total.
Yeah. And I think there's still a lot of backlog. Pero I was really hoping na makuha ko yung PR card ko na bago umalis kasi nag-book na ako ahead of time, which is
confident.
Yeah. Makukuha ko yan. Tapos dumating naman siya, parang 2 weeks back, dumating siya.
Yeah.
Tapos yung PR ko is female na din siya.
How did it feel na nandun na yung card? May excitement pa ba? O...
Yes.
Isang call ba?
Yeah, I was in a call with my mom nung dumating yung card, tapos pinakuha ko sa boyfriend ko yung tawag mo dito, yung sabi ko, check mo nga yung mail, baka may dumating na. And nandun na siya.
For those who don't know, yung tier to peer is a temporary public policy na hindi siya regular peer pathway. Pero minsan may nagpapalabas sila ng mga public policy para temporary public policies to accommodate yung mga nandito na usually. Naka-open work permit or naka-PGWP. So, students and mga temporary workers are given this opportunity to apply for permanent residence.
Yes. Parang they tried to accommodate the people na yung nandito na.
Yeah. And because of COVID as well.
Yeah, kasi hindi rin sila makakuha from outside dahil yung mga travel ban. So, there's a lot of restrictions. Kaya parang they tried to still yung ma-reach nila yung quota nila ng first. So they focused on the people that were already here.
Yeah. And so I guess that was the reason of the backlog. Yung since madami na, and then the deadline for them to take care of everything or to finish the whole process was the first quarter of this year. So, ayan na, nagsidatingan na finally.
Another factor, kaya nagkaroon din ng maraming backlogs kasi yung refugees, I think there were...
Yes, they were also accommodated.
Twice yung refugee. I think the one initially was the Afghanistan,
yes.
And then the Ukraine. So,
that's...
nauuna yung mga refugees.
Inuna nila.
Yes, of course. Of course, okay lang. Mauna sila. It's totally fine.
Someone said, I can relate with feeling pressured when being asked how my PR...
Yeah, diba? I mean, you just can't say stop asking. You can't say that, of course, because you know they're well-meaning. But then, Nakaka-stress.
You can share. I sent you a link to your messenger. You can share our live.
Oh, okay.
And then I have a few questions here. How is it? I think you've answered that question already. And how was Fanshawe College pala?
Oh.
Magkaklase kami, but I know, pero I want to hear from Faith.
Fanshawe is okay. Okay, it's good. It's good.
Gusto ko yung okay.
Okay, it's
may
not.
mabilis na bawi.
Yeah. It's not like
How was the application?
our okay is different from the
True.
okay of other people, right? So
Yeah.
it's when I applied, I received my LOA a week after, I guess. But the funny thing was, well, not funny. It was also not stressful, but it was just weird because when I applied, they said that it's fine. You don't have to send in your IELTS result. You don't have to send us your IELTS score. Um, we will accept you anyway, ganyan. So you don't have to send in your IELTS score. But then we asked someone to submit the documents for us, and they included my IELTS score na general. So because of that, Fanshawe got back to me and said na, okay, since you sent your IELTS, you have to then give us the IELTS academic score. So I had to take the IELTS academics.
I took the IELTS academic because I went for the SDS, students.
Yeah. And it was a requirement. Yeah. So yeah.
Wala nang IELTS talaga. Oh, sa'yo wala na pala back then.
No, the time wala na, but I had to take the IELTS, and then after I took the IELTS like a week after they told me to do it, I just found a schedule, and then after 2 weeks yata yung result, then I submitted, and then they gave me the final LOA, and after that it was smooth sailing, I would say. I think in 2018 they didn't have to deal with a lot of international students yet.
Yeah.
So I think there was that adjustment period, and they're still trying to, I would say, test out the waters. And then 2019, 2020, a lot, like thousands of students came to Fanshawe. And I guess my experience at school overall, not only with our program, was positive naman. We had good professors. The staff that we dealt with, they were accommodating. Sometimes they're not able to answer your questions, but I would say that research, because some information that you get from them may not be correct or accurate at all. So I would always recommend researching. Yeah.
Sometimes you're not convinced with their answers.
Yeah, parang there's something else. There's something you're not telling us, or parang may kulang. So parang yes. And I mean, even when you start applying pa lang for Canada, one thing that you have to do is to research. If you have an agency, still research, because again, it's good to double check, to confirm, double confirm, triple confirm. My husband is a good researcher, so he does that. He does all of our taxes, he does everything. So yung PR application namin na DIY, he did that. Yung comprehension level sa kasi 100, sa akin nasa 50 lang.
Wait, nag-apply kayo ng peer-to-peer, di ba? Kailangan ulit mag-IELTS. Did you guys?
Yes, nag-self-pip kaming dalawa.
Okay, which one do you think is easier? Self-pip or IELTS?
A lot of people would say self-pip, but for me, IELTS is easier. I think yung self-pip kasi, I guess, the easy part, it's convenient, di ba? Naka-computer lang the whole time, ganyan. Yes. Yung IELTS, you have to handwritten lahat, especially sa writing na portion, parang nakakapagod magsulat. But I like IELTS better.
I think there's an option sa IELTS na you can also do it via computer. I think, yeah. Although the only difference I think from what I experienced is yung self-pip, walang interview, not like the IELTS. You have to do an interview.
Yeah, it's I think one reason why self-pip is intimidating for me, for me personally, is because I interact better with like a real person. And I'm not
I
very,
guess it depends on your comfortability, whether you wanna speak with someone or not.
Sa self-pip kasi you have to describe a like what a scene.
Yes.
Yeah, diba? You have to,
yung nakuha ko nun was describe this, and para silang mga hamsters na yung isa nagsuswing. So, dinidescribe ko lang talaga sila para kang batang nag-i-English na sinasabi mo nakikita mo.
And I realized, that doing that self-pip na, what's the term? The speaking part is actually like writing an alt text for an image sa internet, because you have to describe everything, and I'm not very good at that. And then you have this timer on top of your computer, parang countdown. Parang, oh my God, nakaka-stress, and I didn't like that at all. So I'm like, magaling pa rin yung, okay pa rin ako sa IELTS. But a lot of people would say that self-pip is easier. I mean, my husband took self-pip and he aced it. Like, he said na super easy, tapos he was finished in 1 hour. So when I took the test and it took me 3 hours, he was like, bakit ang tagal? Parang, sorry, oh my God, not everyone is as intelligent as you. Sorry. Sorry about that. So self-pip was a struggle for me, honestly, to be honest. It was such a struggle, and I would, like, if I could make the choice again, I would do IELTS. Kapagod na magsalat, but I mean, I did okay. Na-PR naman kami.
Sorry. When I did
ako, isa ako sa vote for self-pip.
It's hard to if you make a mistake in writing, the writing.
Yeah.
Yes. Doesn't look like, it doesn't look nice if you have a lot of erasure.
Yeah, that's true.
I guess that's why it's also better.
Especially, I always change my mind. Like,
pag naka-computer.
Yeah, I think that's why people are also trying to move forward with the computer-based. Kasi, you have, kasi may counter na siya doon, so you don't have to count it yourself. At the same time, if you have a mistake, you can just delete it.
I get.
Yeah, it will also work for people kasi I'm a fast typer. So it just went smoothly. Like, you can just keep typing, and that was it.
Totoo yan.
I guess IELTS and self-pip will depend on your skills as well.
Yes.
Sometimes that's true. Pero sometimes it's good to just stick to the traditional way. Sometimes
I mean, whatever works for you.
Whatever works for you and your
definitely whatever works for you.
So how about Humber, Natalie?
Humber. Actually, Humber was really nice. It was kind of far, I guess, from where I was living. That was a little of the struggle, I guess. But with regards to
instruction,
yung curriculum nila, it was really nice. Teachers were all accommodating. The only downside was I didn't really have any Filipino classmates, and I wasn't in like a block section like we normally have. So it's always different. And what I did was I tried to take na yung schedules ng school na makakapag-work din ako at the same time. So what I did, I think Monday, Wednesday, Friday was my school, and then Tuesday and Thursday was my time to work. Tapos with regards to yung exams, I'm a very studious person. Like so I always try to ace things. I try to do like my best and everything. Ako yung sabihin mo ng pag hindi gumawa yung classmate mo, hindi mo siya isasama sa sa
Yeah.
yun ako. Yun ako. Kaya very strict ako when it comes. Yeah, I'm very strict when it comes to schoolwork. My friends know that. Like they hated me for it, but
oh, you have to be like that talaga kasi they
Yeah.
yeah, because sometimes you'll feel unfair. Like
work, how you know,
yeah,
like this thing.
It's true.
It's a
Yeah.
yeah. And nakakaloka kasi may times na you also have to go to class at 7 a.m. and
Oh
you
my God. Yeah.
Number
Tapos
one,
-5 ang
yeah,
temperature.
so tas exam mo pa ng 7 a.m. Parang, oh my God, anong gagawin ko? Mag-aaral ka hanggang 3:00. So, kumbaga parang may time nga, I know people will hate me for it. Sinumbong ko yung nasa harap ko kasi kakopyahan sila talaga ng parang
Oh my God.
bastos kayo nag-aral ako hanggang 3:00 tapos nagkokopyahan kayo.
Oh my God. You should have attended our class.
Yeah, parang hindi pwede yan, no? Susumbong ko kayo.
correct.
Yun.
Especially na, it's unfair kasi you
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Isa lang yung nagtatrabaho tapos you all get the same score. Like a
Yeah.
little trivia, Bella and I and there's this other classmate of ours, we were in the same group. Like
Oh,
we would get each other as group mates as much as we can because you know
You already know
we
each other's work
understand each
ethic.
other.
Yeah.
Alam mo yun, makipag-group ka talaga sa magagaling.
Yeah.
Yun na yun. Tapos,
Yun.
syempre nagkakaintindihan kami, nasa same age group kami.
Yeah.
At the same time, we know that we work hard. Alam mo, we don't have to adjust, ganyan. So, ayan.
Walang
Ka-groups kami
nagpe-preload,
most of the
no?
time.
That's kasi sa dito sa Canada there's a lot of assignments, projects, diba, that you have to work on.
Yeah, and I guess for others, hindi sila ganun ka-serious kasi parang alam nilang stepping stone lang naman to, this and that. But the fact na, okay, stepping stone mo na nga siya, parang hindi mo pa ba siya, parang, ayaw mo pa bang gawing maganda yung stepping stone mo? So, kumbaga, yung makukuha mo later in the future might be helpful. Since, technically, wala kang Canadian experience, which is what they're trying to look for here. So, kumbaga, kung you started as a student, ang magiging basis ng nila is how you did in school. Diba? So,
That's right.
Yes, that's true.
better have like a backup na, okay, meron akong proof na ito po ako. Yun, diba?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for those, for sharing
Insights,
yes. So today as well, we're going to talk about the top colleges and universities. So ano nga ba yung mga nangungunang mga colleges and universities na pinupunta ng mga students sa Canada. So, but before we dive into that, I would like to share some tips on how to choose the ideal college for you in Canada. Kasi di ba, hindi naman lahat talaga, you wouldn't just say, ito na. So, ito na yung una mo or ni-recommend sa'yo ng agency mo. Usually, yung mga agencies, they don't really care kung saan ka mapunta. Kung may...
Yeah, that's true.
True. That's why you have to read.
So, dito ka na. Yung iba nasa private college, walang work permit. So, they don't care.
Yung nangyari sa mga, yung parang 70, was it 70 na Indian students that got scammed?
700.
Oh my God. Is that true?
Yeah, they have to be deported kasi fake lahat ng binigay ng agency nila. So, do your due diligence. Kahit na may agency ka, you still have to do your due diligence.
So, wait.
So, that was 700.
Sorry, so backtrack. So, they were studying na here? Tapos dineport sila?
Parang ang nangyari, parang binigyan sila ng fake acceptance letter. Tapos parang,
oh my God.
So what they did was, if I'm not mistaken, so what they did was they tried, sinabi ng agency nila is, sabi nila, i-defer na lang yung ano mo, yung parang yung time mo to do the school, yung start date. So parang ginawa ata ng iba is they had to like find something else. Tapos ni-review ng immigration ngayon. So nakita nila na may mga, yun nga yung fake acceptance letter. So it was like,
oh my God. Oh my God. Sobrang, that's horrible.
They've been working here already.
Oh.
So upon entry,
Grabe naman scammers.
Yeah, so that's why you really have to do your due diligence. Like, kahit wag mong iaasa lahat, kahit may agency ka, just don't.
Oo. Tapos ano din, I knew of some stories na the agency chose their programs for them, and that they were not advised, but they were told that you have to take this because this is the program that would, that would land you better jobs, ganyan. Even if the students didn't like to study that course or program, parang pinilit sila. And we're here to tell you that you can actually choose your program.
Correct, diba?
You can actually do that. Yes. Ikaw naman yung magbabayad.
Saka, kailangan mo lang siyang i-defend when sa SOP mo.
Yeah.
Bakit ka yung pinili.
Diba? I mean, don't be pressured.
True.
Correct. Now let's go through some steps on how you can successfully choose the best college for you in Canada. So step 1, it says here, what is your personal and professional purpose? So it is important to consider where you want to go. It is important to consider yung professional, yung career goals mo. It is really important to consider in choosing the place to go or the college to go to, at saka yung place to go. So there are different provinces in Canada, right? To get to the right place, you have to know or consider where you want to go. And also, it is important for you to stop and think about what your short, medium, and long-term goals are in Canada. So, ano nga ba after graduation? Anong nag-aantay sa'yo? Would you be able to get a work permit, post-graduation work permit? Would you be able to apply for a job na gusto mo? Ano yung magiging career path mo? And eventually, ano yung magiging PR pathway mo? So you have to really think about those things.
And check.
Exactly. And then it says here, why would studying at a college in Canada improve your income? So also, are you coming to Canada to be able to get a better income? So it's up to you what your goals would be, right? And you have to make sure that the school that you choose is BLI listed. It's designated learning. Ano nga ba yon? So if your school is certified by the Canadian government, meaning meron kang PGWP later. It also allows you to have postgraduate work permit later on after graduation. And then step 2 is to seek help from an educational advisor like us. So once you know what you want to do, you can easily find help to do it. The best way to go is to consult an educational advisor to guide you on the best way to achieve your goals. And then someone who can advise you where to study and also to help you with other issues such as how to get a job, ano yung mga job search strategies. Like, because when you come here as a student, you know that you can work part-time, and how do you get those part-time jobs? So connecting with us, we can actually guide you and teach you how to look for jobs that you can do part-time while studying. And also the steps to follow and how to meet the requirements to extend your stay in Canada and thus have a greater opportunity to permanently migrate to the country. So like what I said earlier, so after graduate, so you have to really have a concrete plan. So if you come here to study, what's next? What's next? You really have to think what's next, right? After you graduate, after you have your career, then what's next? You get your permanent residence, and then you buy a house. You really have to have like a plan. And also, an educational advisor can also guide you on how to make your stay in Canada enjoyable and throughout your adaptation process. And number 3 is make sure that your college is certified. Like what I said earlier, it means that it is a designated learning institution. So you can, if it's not, then you're not able, after you study, uwi ka na. Wala ka ng work.
Yes.
Wala ka ng work permit. So that's not what we want. So you want to make sure na it's a DLI listed institution. Ayon. And then number 4 is, do you want to apply for the post-graduation work permit? I think that has been discussed.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, yes. You want to work here after you finish school. So so it says here that the work permit, the post-graduation work permit will depend on the duration of the program you studied. So pag 1-year program, you can get a 1-year post-graduation work permit. For 2 or more years, you can get 3 years maximum of postgraduate work permit. Nakatulad namin tatlo, we got 3 years work permit.
Yes, 3 years.
Yes. And then you can also check with us. You can also do your own research, making sure na yung agency nyo, if you're with an agency or if you're doing it on your own, make sure that you check make sure that your school is a DLI. That's really important.
Yeah. And I would add, Han, if you're using an agency, also research about the agency.
Yeah. Correct.
Yes, diba? I guess in whatever you do, you have to do your research just to make sure that they are legit. And then if you know someone, like for me personally, I wouldn't go to an agency na wala akong proof na may napalipad na sila sa Canada or wala akong kakilala.
No?
Diba? I would, like for me, I would probably go to an agency na nagamit na ng other people, na, diba? And I guess you can see naman if yung agency na yun legit based sa mga handout, based sa mga pinagsasabi nila.
Correct.
Diba? So,
right. Yeah, you really have to check, diba? Yung may mga nag-fake din ng ng mga testimonials. So just careful.
Sobrang it's sad that people do that, but
yeah, it's really happening, diba?
True.
So step 5 is check their academic offers. So kung napili mo na yung school, you already know what you're gonna take, what program you're going to take. Then it is also good for you to check the academic offering. So what type of studies interest you and where it's convenient to do it. The certain city or area. So ano nga ba, did you want to live in a big city like Toronto, where Natalie is, or Vancouver, where I am right now, or London, Ontario, where Kate is in right now? So mamimili kayo, depende dun sa, so pag opportunities, pero
mahal din yung cost of living.
Exactly.
Toronto, yes, ang mahal ng mga rent.
Mahal ng mga lahat-lahat. Yes. But I guess also when you choose the city, like some other considerations I think that other students had thought of was yung tuition. So syempre if sa Toronto na school mas mahal siya, London, I think our tuition fees here are less inexpensive versus like the other bigger cities. But at the same time, London is very chill, it's very quiet, so it's probably not something someone from say Makati or BGC or Singapore or Dubai would really choose, unless na kami were from Cebu. Cebu is very much so like Manila.
Yeah.
So traffic, like we have to leave when we bring the kids to school, their classes start at 7. So we have to leave our town at before 6 a.m. and then going home sometimes takes like an hour to an hour and a half. So parang no, we don't want that. So London was a perfect place. So I think again, research, and then if you know people who are already in the cities that you like, or in different provinces, you know, hindi naman, wag mahiyang magtanong. Char.
True.
Wag mahiyang magtanong kung may generic pa.
Generic.
Having said that, wag mahiyang magtanong. So, ang step 6 natin is you have to take into consideration other the opinions of other international students katulad namin. We are
the one that has been there.
We're one of the international students here. So, wag mahiyang magtanong, di ba?
Yes, wag mahiyang magtanong.
Exactly. It says here every college in Canada is different. Some have special programs to integrate international students, and others don't focus as much on it. Therefore, knowing the experience of other people already studied there can help you to decide if it is the right institution for you. And you should also verify the college, that the college is offering a course with the ideal components that you're looking for in your field. May mga college dito na nag-specialize sa ganito, sa hospitality, sa healthcare, different fields, right? So may mga ganun dito. So kilala siya sa field na to or kilala siya sa program na to, then that's one thing for you to take into consideration. So having discussed all the necessary steps for you to go through to choose your college, the best college for your that you're looking for, I'm going to share with you some mistakes most students make that you should avoid. So first is they think about applying for a post-graduation work permit more than once. So that is wrong. Akala nila ang PGWP is pwedeng i-reapply. No, you can only have it once. To make sure.
Walang extension.
Correct, walang extension. Pero may mga ano tayo ngayon, di ba?
May certain
not exempt.
Considerations because of COVID. Yeah. COVID actually changed a lot of things. There's immigration.
That's right. So may mga ganun, may mga changes, may mga considerations, but we don't have to rely to those. Mas pag dumating. But make sure na 1 year program is 1 year work permit and 2 or more years is 3 years on work permit.
Yes.
And also one of the common mistakes is that choosing an academic program that is too short. The longer the duration of your studies, the longer your post-graduation work permit can be. So I already discussed that part.
Yep.
And also do part-time studies to have more time to work. So yung mga iba kala nila, part-time student na lang ako, so I have more time to work and earn, diba? No, be careful with this. So the study visa requires a full-time program para maging eligible ka sa graduation work.
Yes.
Yes. And some people ignore the possibility of working offered by the co-op programs in Canada. Ano nga ba yung co-op? It's like internship. So sa program program namin ni Kate, we had the chance to work while what do you call this? To do the internship. It was
it was 1 term,
1 term. So we got the experience, the work experience in Canada, and we discovered how the Canadian labor market worked and be a part of it. So, doon kami exposed sa
corporate. You guys are lucky kasi yung co-op ko noon, natapat siya sa time ng COVID. So, they had to like adjust the co-op. So, ang nangyari nun, they just had to make us do like a lot of
Hindi na related. Also projects na because everything was closed down. I also know like yung batch siguro after natin, Bella, and the next 2 batches, projects na nga lang. And you don't have a choice kasi everything is closed. So wala ka talagang magagawa.
Yeah, that's right. At saka next, another mistake is na-discuss na natin yung DLI, and then ito na, the last one is not thinking about what jobs you can have after graduation. Katulad ng sabi ko kanina, there should be like a plan. Ano yung plan mo next, diba? Yung step-by-step, guide.
That's true.
Blueprint, kumbaga, diba? Meron ka na dapat nakaplano. So,
yes.
If you don't foresee this in advance, you could be in trouble when looking for a job in Canada. So,
true.
End up not being able to get a job with the education that you
Yeah. Lalo na pag may family.
Yeah. So don't fall into the trap. Avoid these mistakes. So ano nga ba yung mga top colleges and universities? So based on our research, ito yung mga nakita naming mga colleges and universities most international students go to. First, can you tell us about Humber, Natalie? Let's see here. I think I have like a little presentation.
I think for people, I think yung naging ano kasi ng Humber, I think mas kilala siya for like technological things or like programs. But how I chose the college for me is quite different because I was trying to find a college near where I'll be staying. So it's not really technically focused on the program itself. Kasi ako naman nun parang it was, I took marketing. So parang in a sense is, for me, I would rather choose a school na malapit sa akin para at least hindi ako mahihirapan gaano. So, I think ang naging option ko that time when I tried to apply for schools, I had, again, a plan A and a plan B. I applied for Humber and then I applied for Seneca. But then my aunt told me Seneca was too far because I was really aiming to go to Seneca. And sabi nung tita ko is malayo siya. So I had to go for my second option, which was Humber.
Okay.
So yun yung naging plan ko. So it's kind of like subjective.
Yes.
So here's a little bit of like an information about Humber College, a global leader in polytechnic education, and it's got 33,000 full-time students, including over 6,500 international students, and 90% employer and graduate satisfaction rate, and it's got 86.8% of Humber graduates are employed within 6 months. Babonga after graduation. Impressive. And what are they offering? So they're of course DLI. That's very important. And then they offer co-op or internship.
Yes.
Sabi nga ni Natalie, but she missed it because of COVID, diba? Yeah. And then work while studying. That's also one of the good things with Humber College. Accommodations available. Yeah. And conditional offer letter.
And tsaka yung, I would also like to add, yung parang international student department nila, sobrang helpful. They're very responsive. Like, if you have any questions, you just have to go there. Pag hindi mo alam yung susunod mong gagawin, they're actually really helpful. So that's a plus.
Just like Fensha as well, meron tayong international students.
Yes. Yeah.
What do you call, like, staff?
Yeah. Like it's like a department focused for international.
Yeah, it's the international student na ano.
Correct.
Yeah, media department, and they have representatives from different countries.
That's really one thing you have to take into consideration. Pag naghahanap kayo ng college. And then what are the popular areas of study? Like what I said earlier, ito na yung mga programs na kilala sila. Like hospitality, healthcare, engineering, business management. And ilan ang campus nila, Natalie?
So, if I'm not mistaken, there is Humber North and then Humber Lakeshore. A friend of mine, I'm not sure if you know her. I think you do, Yana. She went to Lakeshore.
Yes.
So yeah, so Yana went to Lakeshore. Yun yung magandang magandang campus kasi it's by the lake. So yung likod nila, you can just go to like the lake and then doon. So pero yung program ko that time, it's not available on that campus. That's why I had to go to this campus.
Ano ba yung Lakeshore? Nakakatakot yung Undine. Charot. Malapit.
Wala pa namang Undine. Wala pang reported.
Undine dito sa Canada, di ba?
Imported din daw. Yung Undine, blonde.
So how about the average tuition sa Humber College? It's about 15,576 per year to dalawang semesters na yon. Cost of living would be 12,960 Canadian dollars per year on average. And they also require IELTS, diba?
Yes, they did. They required IELTS.
Are Filipino applicants exempted from taking IELTS?
Sorry, what was the question again?
Like Philippine applicants, like students from the Philippines.
Wala silang ganun.
Wala silang exemption.
Fansha lang.
Yeah, it's not accommodating as fansha.
Oh.
Yes.
So, they have 200 plus programs to choose from. They are offering 1-year undergraduate certificates in art, foundation, commercial, jazz music. So parang din pala siya, music school, commercial jazz music.
Yeah.
Culinary skills,
interesting.
mechanical techniques, and personal support workers. So yun yung mga caregiver.
Yeah.
And they also offer 2 to 3 year undergraduate diploma and 4-year bachelor's degree. So what are these programs, Natalie? Can you read for us?
Oh, sorry. Where was it? Sorry, I'm trying to.
2 to 3-year undergraduate diploma.
Di ko man next yung ano. I think ikaw na.
Okay.
I was trying to but hindi ko siya ma-scroll.
Oh my God, ba't nandyan?
Yeah, so I couldn't scroll it. I don't know which part to read.
It's my fault. That should have been ito dapat.
While you're trying to find it though, I just want to add with regards to the tuition, just don't expect na yun lang yung babayaran mo kasi mayroon pang mga other fees involved sa school like yung books.
Yeah.
Yung book parang per semester parang kailangan may budget ka na another 500 or something.
Oh my God, totoo ba?
Yeah.
Stress. At least sa amin wala. I mean, we did have books required, but the professors were like, you don't have to buy brand new.
Marketing and communication.
Sa amin
marketing, yes.
Yeah, sa amin may mga ganun din. Pero parang there are certain books na yung kailangan mo siyang may i-register ka. So if you're going to buy a handbook, hindi mo na makukuha yung so hindi ka makakapag-register, wala kang activity. So kumbaga zero ka agad doon. So
okay.
Yung mga ganung book. So you have to anticipate that other spendings as well.
That's right. So here are the 2 to 3 year program, undergraduate programs and bachelor's degree. So can you see it?
Yeah. So I think it was baking and pastry arts, broadcast television, business management, child and youth care. Oh, that was actually, kung nandun kayo sa field na yon, promise, ang laki ng sweldo nun, yung child and youth care.
Oh, talaga?
Yes, parang dito sa Ontario. Wait, child and youth care is yung parang, di ba, daycare.
Daycare, yeah.
Yes, ang laki ng sahod niyan. So
you can open open a daycare center with mga licenses, ganyan.
True. If you have your own house, like some of the people I knew here, parang nag-open, may sarili silang bahay, tapos nababayaran nila yung mortgage through that. Kasi parang they charge a kid 1,600 and sometimes kino-cover naman din yun ng government. So imagine mo, per kid, 1,600. So, may time na pwedeng in a month, kung may 10 kid ka, buhay ka na, di ba?
Totoo. Friends, I'm sorry, but I need to leave.
Oh, no worries. Yeah.
Yes, as a mom of 3. It's dinner time here. I'm so sorry to leave. But
Salamat.
Thank you. It was nice seeing you.
Nice seeing you. I'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.
Salamat.
Thank you for the opportunity, Bella.
I should thank you. Salamat. Bye. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.
So, dalawa tayo na iwan.
Yes. So,
saan na tayo? Yun, child and youth care.
So child and youth care again, malaki sahod dyan. So you might want to consider that if you're on that field. Community services, engineering, healthcare management, industrial woodworking, and yung mga yun yung yung mga malalaking katawan na students. Gusto mo yung binakalasa. Tapos,
Yeah. Happy
Parental Services, Police Foundation, Management.
Yes, nanonood.
And I think also parang kilala din yung Humber sa real estate. If I'm not mistaken, kasi a friend of mine did real estate there program.
Oh.
Yes.
So real estate, sabi mo?
Yeah, so it's not there, but I think they're also part of
Oh, talaga? Oh, okay. So that's a 2-year program o ano? 2-year, no? 2-year program.
Yeah, it was a 2-year marketing program.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Which was really nice. There's a lot of hands-on work. Yung teachers are very accommodating, and kahit yung minor classes mo, it's fun.
Talaga. And they're also offering postgraduate certificates. So ano nga ba yung mga yun? They're like master's degrees, diba? Like global business management.
I think there are certain programs as well na yung parang pag kinuha mo siya, parang pwede mo siyang stepping stone for the uni something. Parang
university. Postgraduate. I think postgraduate is like yung parang parang iba graduate ka ng 4 years tapos gusto mo
pag gusto mo siyang ituloy yun, para siyang stepping stone.
Oo. So journalism and research analysts. So those are the things.
You can do that there for sure.
Yes. But also take note that tuition fees, living costs, scholarships na kinote namin may change depending.
Yes.
Diba? And then for LOA, we are like partnered with this school. So for those who are looking for letter of acceptance, just send us an email. Nandiyan yung emails natin screen. Paki-screenshot. Ganun. So, and then the next one here is Seneca. Diba, Natalie?
Yeah, so again, it was an option for me kasi parang it was pretty petty on my end kasi I like the vibe of the school when I was trying to like view it nung nagko-consider ako ng school. And at the same time, parang it looks like a nice campus. So parang I wouldn't feel like I'm studying. At least parang hindi ka pressured. Parang ganun. So I was also trying to consider that when I was trying to choose for school, kung ano ba yung vibe ng school. So also the location. Pero yun nga, it was really far. Although I submitted what do you call this? An application for both school. Ang naging problem ko lang is nakalimutan kong i-retract yung sa Seneca, so I wasn't able to get a refund.
Oh, how much was that?
I think it was 75.
Oh,
75 is what in pesos? For people for
around 4,000. Or
I think 3, parang ganun, 3, 4, ganun.
Shout out daw para kay Besh, Charis. Alam mo, di ba? So what are they offering? So it says here it's a home to 100,000 international students from 170 plus countries. And they're offering 180 programs with co-op placements, internships, field placements, and practicums. And 93% employer satisfaction. And they are supporting all international students starting from pre-arrival to after graduation. Diba? And ayan yung mga offerings nila, same with Humber. Postgraduate, it's a deal internship, work while studying, accommodations, and conditional offer letter. Conditional offer letter is like an offer letter na before makapag-deposit ka ng tuition, di ba?
Yeah.
So, before mo bayaran yung deposit. After mo bayaran yung deposit. Tama ba?
Yes. Yes, I think that was it.
Oo. And then, what are they good for? Ano yung ba yung mga programs? Popular areas are early childhood education, accounting and finance, police foundations, business management, mga gusto mag-police.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I think that was also my other consideration kaya ako pinili yung Seneca. Sabi ko, baka maraming gwapo dito makahanap agad ako. Paparo.
Bongga. Talaga gusto mo maging police?
Yeah, that was actually what I was thinking as well. I really want to do like either police or military.
Oh.
Pero parang baka masyado akong malamya for that. So baka lumaki yung muscles ko kaya hindi na.
So, very very babae. Wala na yan. So, ano pa ba? So, let's see here. What's more about Seneca is that ilan ang campuses nila? So, it has 5 campuses throughout the Greater Toronto area, GTA. So, it's got 3 campuses in Toronto and 2 others in King City. Where's King City?
I'm not really sure. Pero yung in-applyan ko that time was Markham campus.
Oh, I see. So Toronto is the largest city in Canada, as we all know, and one of the world's most multicultural cities. And yeah. Okay, so Seneca College offers more than education. So they support students' life and education as well as career aspirations, be it looking for a job or starting an entrepreneurial venture. And they're offering more than 180 programs. So one year undergraduate certificates like accounting technicians, accounting techniques, fashion, studies, flight services, hospitality, PSW or caregiver, personal support workers, skilled trades. And they're also offering 2 to 3 year undergraduate diploma and 4-year bachelor's degree, including aviation, business, child and youth care. Ay, nandiyan ulit.
Yeah,
program.
ECE,
graphic design, journalism, law, and photography. So yung mga kumukuha, yung mga mahilig sa photography, so this is the best school for you.
Yeah.
Postgraduate certificates, data application developer, fraud and forensics, accounting, game art and animation, mental health intervention, project management, and supply chain. So your supply chain is a very in-demand career din na.
Actually, I was actually thinking of doing that since mas mura na siya ngayon, no? Kasi
yes.
Yeah, a friend of mine is working on that field, and if I'm not mistaken, parang yeah, I can go to like 40 or 60 an hour. So
sabi ni Best cha, fresh na fresh post ang mga actress. Fresh na fresh. Fresh pa ba?
Post.
Okay, yeah. So, magkano ng tuition mo nun? Mga per semester?
I think that's mga 15. Yung per, that's already for 1
year.
Yeah, for 1 year.
Wala bang maki-carry over na units?
Wala. Parang wala.
I think you can look into that as well para hindi mo na ulitin yung mga pareho lang ang ano.
Oo. Pero wala, parang hindi nila consider yun.
Oh, I see. Yeah. So Seneca has a leadership program will turn your leadership skills into action. Ano nga ba tong leadership certificate? Oh, you will have the opportunity to become the leader you are meant to be through in-person and online workshops, leadership conferences, and volunteer opportunities. Discover your leadership skills in the areas of personal development, organizational development, and community development. So we're a partner of Seneca. So for those looking for LOA, letter of acceptance, just let us know. Send us an email on the email address on your screen. Okay, so else? Let's see here. We also have the Centennial. So it says here 94% of employers hiring Centennial graduates are satisfied or very satisfied with their hires. Community that recognizes beauty of knowledge. So that's what they're known for. 90.9% international students report high satisfaction rate. 90.9%. For safety, 95.9%. And campus environment, 93.2%. And international student barometer survey, so yan pala yung reference. What are they offering? So PGWP co-op internship, work while studying, accommodations, and conditional offer letter. They're popular in the fields of hospitality, ECE, engineering, and business management. So what else? So they have 185 plus programs to choose from, and how many campuses? It's got 6 campus locations across GTA. Oh, Conestoga. Centennial or Conestoga? I think this is Conestoga.
I think, yeah.
That's Centennial, sorry. Bakit Centennial? That's Conestoga, sorry. Let's see.
It was a typo error.
Typo error. Ay na, nagmamadali. So, 1-year certificate, meron silang aerospace, architecture, automotive, biotechnology, business analysis, ECE. So they're also offering early childhood education, engineering, environmental technology, law information technology, supply chain, tourism. And also they're doing advanced TV and film for their postgraduate certificates, children's media, construction management, finance, food, media, international business, mobile applications development, and so much more. And also they're offering postgraduate degrees and diplomas.
Nice.
So we are a partner of Conestoga College. So we can help you get your LOA with Conestoga. And then the next one is Conestoga. The next one is, how about here in BC? We have the British Columbia Institute of Technology. So they are 98% of graduate employment rate. That's very high. It's a 300,000 square foot state-of-the-art aerospace technology campus, a broadcast and media studio, an innovative IT learning space, and a forensics lab. So they're offering PGWP. They have they're PGWP eligible. They have co-op and internship, work while studying, and everything else. Cybersecurity. They're known for cybersecurity, engineering, information technology, and business management. So they have 75 programs to choose from, most with co-op. So lahat may co-op, most of the programs.
Yeah.
So they have 1-year certificates and 2-year diploma, which is on your screen right now. They also are offering 4-year undergraduate degree and postgraduate degrees and diplomas. I think it's a 4-year degree, not undergraduate. So the cost of living is $12,000 per year, and the tuition is $16,000 to $18,000 plus a year. That's and also this one down here is Bow College, and this is located in, I think this is in Calgary, Alberta. Bow College. So what are they offering? So that's a good question. Ano nga ba yung ino-offer ng Bow College? So it's offering different, let's see here, sorry. 1-year postgraduate certificates, like administrative professional, business ad, disability studies, education assistant, entertainment arts, human resources, entertainment, arts, human resources. And then they're also offering 2 to 3-year undergraduate diplomas on your screen. and postgraduate and master's degree. So meron din sila. And then we're going to what's the other one? George Brown, right? George College. Do we have that here? Oh yeah, it's here. Okay, talk about it, Natalie.
Yeah, so I think George Brown again, as a consideration kasi malapit siya. So I think this one's very accessible if you live downtown. Because I think they definitely have a campus downtown. So they do offer both different programs as well. So meron din silang postgraduate work permit, co-op, internships, work while studying. So there's a lot of benefits for this school as well. Their most popular areas, again, as you can see, it will be the early childhood education, media, arts and design, and hospitality, and business information tech. And like what I mentioned, they do have a lot of programs. So they do have the certificates, 1 year certificates, and the 2 year and undergraduate diploma, and the 4 year degrees as well, and the postgraduate certificates. Mm-hmm. And again, they do, if I'm not mistaken, they're also part of the DLI. So,
which one?
George Brown.
Part of what? Sorry.
Designated learning.
Yes, they're also DLI.
It's a good option as well if you're trying to move in downtown Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, so that's
nice. So we have fashion management, hospitality, digital experience design. So lots of programs to choose from.
Yes, definitely.
And Centennial College. I think it
was mislabeled. I think that was it. But definitely it's another school na maganda. We might just don't have the info, but again, it's a very good school.
Mm-hmm. And also Fanshawe College has I think they have like a campus now in Toronto. That's where two of my students are going. Fanshawe. What else? So those are some of the programs. Algonquin College. This is in Ottawa. And as usual, they're PGWP eligible and they're offering co-op as well. And their popular areas of study include aviation management, medical technology, child and youth care, paralegal. And they have 40 programs to choose from with co-op. They have 1 year postgraduate certificates, 2 to 3 year undergraduate diplomas, and postgraduate and master's degree as well. Yon. And then, where was that one? It should be.
And Beshi, I think we might have to wrap it up soon because I may also have to leave.
Yeah. I think we've we've taken so much of your time already. It's an hour.
It's pretty late. It's getting a little late in here.
Yeah. So those are some of the
options
for you, and the rest would be this. So we have different schools that we're partnered with. And if you want to book a session with Natalie and, if you want to hear more about her experiences and everything else, how she ended up in Canada from Dubai and everything. So book a call with her. And so here you go to the website, right? And then go to
visit the website, and you can always just look for any of the SMEs you feel like you would really connect to. So
yeah, go to book a mentor, and then find SME advisor and look for Natalie here.
you can see you have a lot of options with different experiences. So just choose the one that you really connect to. Na feeling mo mas malapit sa experience mo. So
Correct.
at least mas
Ano nga ba yung program mo?
I took up like marketing, diploma in marketing. Yes.
Yeah. And then you are an executive
assistant. So currently I'm quite far from what I took up, but my consideration in taking the job is dapat pasok siya sa CAC. So that was my plan B.
I see.
My work right now is a plan B, not a plan A. Because definitely my plan A was to find something in marketing, but since COVID happened, a lot of layoff, it was pretty hard to find marketing jobs. Most especially, ang kalaban mo is people with experiences that got laid off as well.
Correct.
So I had to make a plan B, and that's when I come up with the executive or admin assistant because at least pasok pa rin siya sa CEC. So ma-apply ko pa rin siya.
So just last thing. So these are the schools that we are affiliated with, and you can get your free LOA processing with iCAN. So these are the schools. So just visit our website iCAN immigrate to Canada.ca, and then Natalie, just to wrap this up. So if there's one thing or two that you would want to change, I mean, if you could, if you could rewind, if you could turn back time, is there a thing or two that you want to change or you could have done better or something?
Honestly, no. I don't regret anything that I've done. Like to like where I'm at right now. I think every experience is valid, whether it's good or not. It's still an experience. So, hindi man siya naging maganda, it's still na nakatulong siya from where you are right now, So,
wow.
So I don't really have any regrets with my choices and with the plans that I took and see where I'm at right now. So I got the tier 2 PR, so and I got residency now, so nothing regret. I don't have regrets.
Great, and I'm so happy that you got your permanent residence. And what would you tell the LGBT community or the other trans women who are thinking of coming to Canada, sister like?
Yeah. So since LGBT community is big back home, if you really want a place where you feel like you're accepted or protected, I would really say try to come to Canada kasi marami siyang parang ino-offer like protection for us as well. Like what I've mentioned earlier, you can make your legal documents with the gender that you refer to. Pwede mo siyang mabago. And again, like what I was also planning to do, like once I get the citizenship, hopefully I can fully change my name, legally change my name. So a lot of benefits. And if I'm not mistaken, covered ng OHIP ang surgeries. So
Talaga?
yes, OHIP covers surgery as long as it's the first surgery, if I'm not mistaken.
First?
Yeah, so if you haven't done any surgeries, I believe i-cover nila yung either yung sex change.
Yeah.
As well as the, I think, breast augmentation. Because a friend of mine here, he did it. Ano naman siya, trans man. So he got his breast removed, and it was covered by OHIP. So a really lot of benefits for LGBT.
What if you did your surgery outside of Canada? So meaning
I think they cover that though. Kasi parang they would only cover it if the, I think, doctor is registered here.
oh, okay.
So
and in Yukon, they're covering the facial, what they call? The facial Yukon. The territory of Yukon. So if may punta ng Yukon, mag-aral dun, no?
True.
So you covered with surgery. Ano ba tawag dun? feminization surgery and everything else. So it's really good.
Oh, and I forgot to add, that's why I also like Humber, because Humber has a gender neutral washroom. So for people na parang you don't feel comfortable going to women's or men's washroom, you have that option. Kasi alam ko isa yun sa naging problem natin sa Pinas, like for trans girls, like we don't really know which washroom to go to. So at least with the gender neutral, you're safe.
Nice. Yeah. Perfect. Thank you so much for all this information. And share. Thank you for the tips and everything else. So
thanks for inviting me as well. It was really nice.
Thank you so much, totally. And I hope to see you soon.
See you soon. Parang uwi na ako next week eh.
Next week na ba?
April 9. So next week.
Oh, hindi ka na makakadaan dito?
Hindi. Kasi parang naging layover ko is Taipei 10 hours.
Oh, I see. Oh, happy trip.
Thank you so much.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. See you soon, guys.
Love. This is Natural Bella, and it has been a pleasure having you all. Bye for now.
Bye, guys.